Welcome to this presentation offering 3 key modules to support pupils with special educational needs. My name is Lisa May Thornley. Module 2, Visual Strategies. Facial expressions. This is another way whereby we can help pupils with SEND in understanding facial expressions through the use of interactive games or drama skills. Gestures are a combination of need and connection. Like as adults, we use gestures all the time to communicate specific ideas, whether it's asking for the bill from the waiter or waving goodbye to your friend. Gestures are an important form of communication that we all use. And for many children with special needs, gestures are limited and may need to be specifically modelled and taught. An increase in gestures as part of a child's total communication approach can lead to significantly fewer communication breakdowns. This in turn decreases frustration and negative behaviour. An example of this may be when a pupil points to their teacher. They want their attention. They know who they are, so you may say, "You want the teacher's attention." So you would sign, "Teacher," and say the teacher's name. Body language. Body language is a two-way approach with any pupil, but in particular those children with needs that are indicative of the sensory and/or social emotional need. As a teacher, it is really important how to approach and initiate the interaction. Always look at how the pupil appears, how they are standing or sitting, and what movements they are making. Be mindful of who is around. What needs changing to manage the situation, such as the environment? And often, just by withdrawing certain elements, it creates a more enabling environment to move forward in connecting with the pupil and supporting them, be it academically or within a social emotional context. Communication codes and what you might see in a special needs school. Makaton. Makaton is designed to support spoken language and not necessarily to be used in order to omit the spoken word. It's important to stress Makaton is different to sign language. Clapping, blinking, pointing. We all learn to communicate by waving and clapping and pointing, usually between 9 and 12 months old. And we often pick up gestures by mimicking the adults in our lives. Within a special needs environment, these signs can be used as a repetitive way to communicate and becomes part of their learnt behaviour and expression, creating structure, routine, and comfort around their methods of communication. For example, pointing for an item or at someone for attention, and clapping to communicate happiness, and blinking to communicate yes or no. Sounds, again, are equivalent to an emotional reaction, and you may hear a variety of sounds when in school that indicate happy moods or sad moods. Autistic children lean towards touch as they often display a heightened sensory awareness, not only within themselves but towards others. Therefore, children with special educational needs can be incredibly affectionate, and demonstrate this by touching your face to show affection and gaining your eye contact by turning your head towards them, especially if you're ignoring them. They can equally hurt themselves or others when they are triggered by sensory changes, or may be frustrated either by being hungry, thirsty, or tired. This will slowly teach you how to attach the sound to their mood definition, and this further supports the needs of the pupil and your connected relationship with them. Here are 4 quick fixes to connect with your student in an emotional, responsive and educational manner. 1 is join in with non-verbal cues. So hand gestures and eye contact are essential body language activities that we all do and are widely recognised. Smiling is how we convey happiness. Wide open arms suggests we're being welcoming. Pointing indicates something that is needed for our attention. Frowning is a sign that we are unhappy or perplexed. And if you can exaggerate your hand gestures and eye contact while working with your nonverbal pupil, this is a really good way to teach body language skills that pave the way for verbal communication. 2. Flashcard fixes. Common nonverbal communication tips involve the use of flashcards, and these can make it easier for you when supporting, in particular, autistic children to work out where they're feeling or what they need. They can also be used to teach a nonverbal child new words by showing them a flashcard with an image on and pointing to the actual object in the room. 3. Keep talking. It's important you keep using verbal communication around your nonverbal student, not only to make them feel included, but also because studies have shown speech can sometimes develop later on in life. 4. Practice sign language or Makaton. Signing using hand gestures or symbols not only helps nonverbal pupils communicate, but it also helps them gain independence as they learn to communicate with other people who use the same systems. What is Makaton? Makaton is designed to support spoken language. The signs are used in spoken word to help children and the adult to communicate together. Using signs can be useful for children who have no speech or limited communication skills. Signing can help to empower children to say what they want to say, and signing is known to reduce frustration and anxiety. Children's understanding often develops ahead of their speech, and this can be frustrating as they know what they want but struggle to express it. It's important to add that those children with English as an additional language also benefit from the use of Makaton, as it can be seen to reduce anxiety and provide a safe and fun way to enhance their academic and social learning. So, let's learn some basic Makaton signs with Josh. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is.
My name is Josh.
How are you?
How are you?
Teacher.
Teacher.
Happy.
Happy.
Sad.
Sad.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
No.
Stop.
Stop.
Toilet.
Toilet.
Learn.
Learn.
Good learning.
Good learning.
Look.
Look.
Listen.
Listen.
Good listening.
Good listening.
Eat.
Eat.
Sitting.
Sitting.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Visual support. Within a SEN school, passports will be placed within a classroom and can also be seen within a mainstream setting. A pupil passport is used to tell teachers information about a SEN child, and it includes information around their condition, their strengths and struggles. A visual timetable shows what is happening over a certain period of time in a visual way. It might use real photographs, cartoon pictures, or symbols. You can involve your pupil to make their visual timetable, and this can be done by taking pictures of the class teacher who are related to the subject matter, or drawing the images of the subjects being studied. PECS stands for Picture Exchange Communication System. PECS are more personalised to the needs of individual pupils and uses visual symbols to teach the learner to communicate with parents, carers, teachers and their friends. The aim of PECS is to teach intentional, functional communication and to allow the individual user to communicate their wants and needs. The teacher will have a bank of cards, and together it supports the student to communicate in a calm and clearer manner. Thank you for listening to this presentation. I hope in using some of these strategies it changes the way you support pupils, in particular those pupils with special educational needs. And instead of asking, "What is wrong?" we change the narrative to ask, "How can we help you?" Thank you for being a part of Zen Educate, and we hope this presentation will contribute to your teaching toolbox and remove barriers to the learning for the students for your support. Please click on to the Q&A questions and answers and submit them as soon as you've finished. Thank you again.